really super helpful move for anyone who needs to, get their favorite moves off. A good example, very natural combo into Dragon Fist. It looks cool, it's flashy. Those 3 punches plus the last punch being a dragon. Oh, hello everyone, it's me again, Steedoj here again, back with another Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 video, obviously about DLC 13 and the new move Comet Strike, which was Dragon Ball Super Gogeta's, I should say base Gogeta. I hate saying Dragon Ball Super Gogeta because the one I'm looking at right now is also Dragon Ball Super Gogeta. He just doesn't count because he's a Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan. But yes, Gogeta's new move, Comet Strike, like everyone knows, it combos very well into itself and other moves. The main move is Meteor Explosion, because Meteor Explosion does have a wee bit of startup before the kick. You'd kind of need the enemy to be a bit still before you do that, but Comet Strike solves the problem by being a move that combos very well. The last hit has a lot of stun into it, and of course, you can see that there's a window for that. It actually also cancels faster with ultimate attacks. When I use a super attack, I have to do the full animation. Your character has to do the full, final hit animation. You can see it right there. He has to get back into, position. He goes into the default generic male Earthling stance. Again, proving male Earthlings were made first in the game, which is why they're so broken, but whatever. Comet Strike, however, if you combo with an ultimate, you'll actually see that the animation just skips entirely. It skips that final section and goes straight to the last part. Meaning you can get a big stun window out of Comet Strike for a lot of ultimates. You can still use it with a lot of super attacks, for sure. There's instances where it's like, oh yeah, Comet Strike this, Comet Strike that. Okay, time to use a super attack. Yeah, easy. There's moments for that. And it works. It's really good for stuff like that. But again, the move's main purpose was so you can actually, use the ultimate attacks in peace. Now, one thing I do want to talk about with the move that doesn't get brought up a lot before I go into the whole, ultimates with the move, right? Comet Strike, if the connection isn't bad and the enemy is not 50 miles away from you, is just a universal stamina break. Straight up. A universal stamina break with 1 bar of ki. No longer do you have to do that. Well, okay, I say no longer do you have to do this, but to be fair, no one does this. I know people still tell me, in my video comment section and streams, just use the universal stamina break if you can't stamina break with that character. It's so inconsistent, it's terrible. Which angle was I going just then? Sometimes the camera will not properly communicate that you are going around, or sometimes it's like, oh, you're just not going around. Sometimes you'll go to the side you didn't even pick. So the universal stamina break, that's dead and gone. If you're using Comet Strike, I'd recommend obviously for freezers, because freezers, I know you guys are still having a very hard time with that whole stamina break stuff. So if you can, a Comet Strike. It might not really look good with your whole freezer aesthetic, because again, it's blue, it contrasts against your golden a lot. Actually, hold on, freezer mains, comment down below. Do you guys still exist? I haven't seen a freezer in forever. I straight up, bro, I've seen more female Saiyans than freezers. Where are you guys? But yes, it is a very good stamina break option. Not only can you light stamina break from it, you can heavy stamina break. And again, the male Saiyan doesn't have the best heavy stamina break. It's just a very decent one, but you can see that there's a huge window for a heavy stamina break there. So again, if for some reason the enemy is not 50 miles away from you when you use the move, like you guys may have seen in my Dragon Ball Super Gogeta video, then yes, you can just stamina break someone. It's very easy. Alright, now that we've got the tutorial part out of the way, time to go blue when I do this. It's only natural that you're in Super Saiyan Blue when you do this. And show you that there are a bunch of other moves that actually also combo with it. It's not just Meteor Explosion, it is really any ultimate, so we'll get straight into it. So the first move we'll be doing, we already showed you Meteor Explosion, how it looks on Gogeta's end, it works. We know that it works like a charm. So now we're going over to the custom character end. And I think the first move we'll show you is probably a really basic one. This is a move that people always want to connect in stuff. Soul Punisher. It's such a move. And I'm so glad that Gogeta now has another way to land Soul Punisher. In all fairness, Stardust Breaker, Soul Punisher, whatever you want to call it, it's like the OG Gogeta ultimate. So I'm actually really glad that it is fast enough and the cooldown between animations was quick enough to allow it to work. Now, it's a wee bit of a monkey's paw. That's what I'm going to call it. I think I will call it a monkey's paw, actually, because I need to put the health on to show you guys this. But Soul Punisher does not truly combo into it. Now, AIs do have a very hard time reacting to this, and players will have no option against this, because the delay online will make it so this always connects, because online delay means that someone actually takes damage and you have faster recovery by the time they actually get stunned. And if they get hit by the third part of the move, they most likely are stunned, so you'll come out of this a lot faster. But if you actually turn on guard while you use Comet Strike, you'll see that the enemy can actually block Soul Punisher. Now, it's not a true win, because this is what you get if you block Soul Punisher. You lose 6 bars of stamina. Actually, sometimes you lose all of it. When I was testing this earlier, the enemy I was doing this against only lost 8 bars of stamina. No, 6 bars. It looks like Gogeta lost all of it. So it's not a true win to God Soul Punisher, and you can't perfect block either. I've tried. The window for perfect blocking it doesn't exist after Comet Strike. The first hit is always a natural block. I think Comet Strike just disables the initial guard for some weird reason if an ultimate comes out of it for a few seconds. And even if you do perfect block Soul Punisher, there's no win to it. You have to block the entire animation. One move that it does combo with, because I know you Strike fans out there, you know, you want another time skip move. Here you go. It does work with time skip Molotov, and it's actually true. Fully true. Offline, it's true. So online, it's obviously going to be true too. Now, the issue with time skip Molotov is that, again, the game's online delay might make people start off a bit further away from you, which is problematic because it needs, like, bro, you have to be very close to someone. Like, no level of, like, sort of range is acceptable. It just has to be. Oh, you have some leeway with it. You have some leeway, but you have to be pretty close to allow it to work, which is the issue with that. But we will actually now experiment with other moves. There are other moves that don't truly go into it, the way Soul Punisher doesn't truly go into it, but mostly does. There's a few other moves that mostly go into it and almost truly go into it, but those moves are actually a bit more lethal depending on how unlucky you get with them. Again, obviously it's going to cost 1 bar of ki, but I think this is just a generally super helpful move for anyone who needs to, you know, get their favorite moves off. A good example. Very natural combo into Dragon Fist. It looks cool. It's flashy. Those 3 punches plus the last punch being a dragon. Oh, I know a lot of you guys are going to have fun with that one out there. Again, a few more of the true ones just to show the enemy is now guarding. He's in the guarding state. We're going to do Dragon Fist again. Will he react to it? Of course not. It works. It works like a charm. The other good one I have going on with me right now. By the way, you can't combo that with Comet Strike. I have tried, trust me. Maybe from the absolute max distance you can. No, you can't. Alright. But Comet Strike is good, actually. Just for the fact that you can make it work in, like, any knockback. It's just, yeah. And then you can naturally go into whichever move you want from there, so... Big ups. Big ups to making a move that actually works online. I'm not kidding, Bandai Namco Dimps. We all thought that stuff wasn't going to work in the trailer. Let's be honest. When we all saw that in the trailer, we were like, that's not going to work. I actually think that with Burning Strike, actually... You can make a very good reverse Burning Strike right here. Because online, this move is basically impossible to escape already. It's literally a grab. And offline, I don't know if you'll use Burning Strike in this combo offline, but still reverse. I don't think the AI can react to that in time. I don't think the AI can finish their charges back here or whatever they're going to do to counter that in time. And online, the normal version probably works. Because again, in online, the delay when enemies get hit is way after you do your attack. So, yeah. It's why there's like admittedly more stamina breaks that work online. Because the game is just really delayed. One good one actually is Heat Dome attack. Because naturally, of course, Heat Dome fans out there, or like one of you, yeah, it does work. I needed to get a little bit closer there. And actually, you know what, we will. Because the move actually just comes out immediately. So there's a lot of time for you to just, you know, inch up closer to someone and then use it. Look at that, look at that. It's just like the most move ever. I don't know how else to describe this. It's just the most move ever. Here we go. Ah, yes, a Gogeta move and a Vegeta move. Some say it's blasphemy, others love it. This move is also a move that kind of works on its own already, but in here it's kind of like guaranteed to hurt. So, you don't have to, but it's there for all of you 3 minus Powerball fans out there, me included. Again, you can use any move that you think that works with this. Obviously, there's slower moves. I'm not going to say you could use Comet Strike into, like, gigantic Meteor. That's not possible. Unless if you want to get stamina broken. Then again, experiment with whatever move you want. It's really just dependent on what you use. Like, I only figured out a combo with Soul Punisher, because Soul Punisher is a move I use all the time, and I was just curious if this stun was that long. And it happens to be so, which is how I got this wonderful video idea where I just use everything with it. Because, there you go. I don't know how many people use Excellent Full Course. Maybe like 3 people. How many people play 21? That's the real answer. But yeah, it's an option there. And Destructive Fission is one of those moves that doesn't truly combo with it, but it still has a massive benefit from the fact that you used it. Because while it comes out really quickly and does a ton of damage offline, online, it's probably just going to connect because, you know, hit delay. And that'll be it for the little showcase of Comet Strike. Again, I just like this move because the way I normally use it is like, yeah, it just looks cool. It does a lot of damage. It's nice for knockback combos. Like anytime where you have your enemy knocked away or anytime you're finishing a combo, it pretty much, I think it works in every knockback. It just needs to get through the startup, which is pretty long. But it works in most knockback scenarios. There are some knockbacks that are extraordinarily short or push the enemy too far away, and it doesn't work in those. But most of the time it's like, hey, wow, I can use this move that I really like a lot. So, yeah, I like the move. I would say go get Comet. I'd probably say get it more than Meteor Explosion. Meteor Explosion is a move I also like, and when the video on that comes out, it will, because that move is actually a wee bit broken. But, yeah, when that video comes out, you guys will see it then. So until then, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you enjoyed, then again, leave a like on the video and subscribe to really support the channel. And leave a comment down below what you'd like to see next. Love you all, hope you'll enjoy it, and I will see you all next time. Take care and peace.